USCIS is a different agency, friends, very different agency. And I just want to have this direct one-on-one with you, green card holders, because you need to be aware of what is going on. USCIS is starting to look like, sound like, and feel like ICE, an enforcement agency. USCIS traditionally is supposed to be an agency that issues benefits, makes a decision about a green card application or citizenship or work permit or asylum, like the Social Security Administration. You submit an application to them, they look at the application, and they make a decision about your case, and that's it. But now they are very, very different. They are looking to be enforcers, aggressors with immigration. And I'll give you some examples shortly. I'm going to pull up a few tweets that they've made recently. If you follow them, first of all, on Facebook, you'll see that they have gotten so aggressive now, talking about all their partnerships with ICE, with sharing data with ICE to be able to catch people, break up fraud schemes, which is good, fine, yes, do that, but don't set up individuals for an arrest by ICE. People who are coming in just for a naturalization interview and they're eligible for naturalization. Don't do that. Don't lure people to their office as a setup. No, don't do that. And certainly don't call green card holders guests in America. That's what they've done recently. In a recent tweet, let's go to the first one, in which they talked about the fact that green card holders are guests. This is a tweet that they made on April 29th. It says, "Everyone should be on notice. If you're a guest in our country, act like it. Our robust social media vetting program to identify national security and public safety risk never stops. USCIS is on watch to find anything online that poses a threat to our nation and our way of life." And there's a big image that says green cards and visas are a privilege, not a right. So they are directing this to green card holders as well as visa holders. We already know it's a privilege. No one is saying that it's not a privilege. It's a privilege. But to call permanent residents guests, that signals to me that their philosophy about green card holders has shifted, number one. And number two, they see green card holders as almost like temporary visa holders. You're here temporarily. You're a guest. Guests do not remain long-term. So that's their tone in this particular one. And the next day, on April 30th, coming to America and receiving a visa or green card is a privilege. Duh, yes, we know that. Our laws and values must be respected. Of course, if you advocate for violence, endorse or support terrorist activity, or encourage others to do so, you are no longer eligible to stay in the US, and the big image, green card holders and visas will be revoked if an alien breaks the law. Revoked. Why do they continue to pair green card holders with visa holders? Guys, you're smart immigration folks. You guys are smarter about immigration because you've been following not just me, but others online. You know that there's a big difference between non-immigrant visa holders versus a green card holder, permanent residency versus temporary stays in the US. Huge, huge difference. But the way that USCIS and this administration is thinking about things, they've grouped them together, which is very troublesome because the rights and privileges are very, very different. If you have not seen my video yet about the rights of green card holders, watch that video. I'll link to it here so that you guys can watch it and learn what the rights are and privileges are of being a green card holder. You have the right to remain in the United States permanently, right? You have the right to work here permanently if you choose to. You have the right to access certain public benefits. You cannot vote in federal elections, and you cannot stay outside of the United States too long. Otherwise, if you do so, you'll lose your residency status. So you have so many rights, green card holder. Unlike the visa holder, the rights are limited. They don't have the same rights as you. Their rights are temporary. Yes, they're protected under our Constitution, of course, but their rights are very different. Those are two. And then I saw another one. This one is from today, of course. Here it is again with green card holders and visa holders being grouped together. It says, having a visa or green card is a privilege that can be taken away. Why are they threatening so much about taking away the green card, taking it away? Rigorous security vetting does not end once you have been granted access to the U.S. If you come to our country and break the law, there will be consequences and you will lose your privileges. Again, green card holders and visa holders are grouped together in these very threatening messages. There's also one in which they talked about the fact that they're going to be using more social media scrutiny steps and processes, vetting to look at individuals. You guys already know, I've already shared out with you guys about the anti-Semitism, searching for anti-Semitic language on social media. So now that you're armed with this information, knowing that this agency is all about changing things up and being more of an enforcer agency rather than just a benefit award given, so to speak, agency, what should you do? How should you shift things? Well, first of all, you cannot and should not file any case that is not properly prepared and not accurate and truthful and all of that. Because if you file a case now in which they discover that you've committed fraud or misrepresentation, their next step that they say is that they're going to issue a notice to appear to place you in removal proceedings. Now, obviously, they're not going to be able to do that for everyone, but that's their big threat. Secondly, green card holders specifically who are seeking naturalization. If you have any reason to be concerned about naturalization, speak with an immigration attorney who you can trust about whether you should pursue naturalization now. And if you do decide to pursue naturalization, make sure that you have everything covered and you're well prepared and you will do well and get your citizenship, okay? So work with an attorney, of course, on that process. Thirdly, review all of your paperwork very carefully before you file them to immigration. This is not the time to make honest mistakes or harmless errors, right? Because they're looking for those opportunities to say, gotcha, we got you, right? And you don't want to be in that position where they try to accuse you of something that you shouldn't be accused of. But that's the framework that they're operating under now. So review your paperwork very, very carefully before filing. If you have a criminal record, if you have any fraud on your background, although there are waivers that are available for those types of problems, and we, as a matter of fact, we do those waivers and we're still filing those waivers for our clients. But the thing is this, don't try to approach those waivers on your own. Don't put something on the record and try to put together that waiver to ask for forgiveness on your own because it's really technical. It's not as easy as you might think. There's a certain way of approaching the problem and helping immigration to understand, or USCIS to understand that you should be forgiven, okay? So certainly work with a lawyer to address problems like fraud or criminal record in your history. Again, unscripted video. I just wanted to get before you and let you know that USCIS is different now. I forgot to mention this earlier. If you have a removal order and you're going in for an I-130 interview, certainly bring a lawyer with you. Be prepared for that interview. If you are a green card holder and you had applied for naturalization in the past and the naturalization case was denied and you want to just give it another try, well, speak with an attorney before you do so. For some people, they could go ahead and try again. For others, an attorney might say now is really not the best time to try again. So guys, those are the thoughts that I have. Pay attention to what's going on with USCIS. Lawyer up. Be prepared for a fight because that's what we're expecting, a fight. Particularly now that this agency is talking so much about you being a guest green card holder and revoking green cards and connecting green card holders to visa holders. Things are too intense right now to really tackle this on your own. Feel free to contact us at McBean Law to learn about what we do and for us to learn about what your situation is and how we might be able to assist you. Thanks.